Hello BookTube, my March manga pre-orders have come in today. Every month I put in pre-orders for the forthcoming volumes of manga in the series that I follow with Book People, the great bookstore in Austin, Texas. In this pre-order I have, in this manga haul, I have a number one volume. So what I will do with all of the volumes in this haul is to read to you the back blurb in addition to talking about the series myself. So starting with the first volume, it is Dead Rock, Volume 1 by Hiro Mashima. Hiro Mashima is one of my favorite manga creators. He has been in the industry for about 25 years now. He has a number of very popular series under his belt, including Rave Master, Fairy Tail, Eden Zero, which most recently wrapped up, and he has just recently started a new series called Dead Rock, which is started about 2 years ago, but since it's a monthly series, its English translation took a little bit more time to come out in the US. When I first heard about it, I was really excited and quite happy to try it out. A hellish school like no other. Welcome to Dead Rock, the underworld's top educational institution. The young demon Yakuto has his sights set on a spot at this prestigious school, but in hell there's no such thing as an easy A. First, he has to survive the entrance exam. Next up is Demons of the Shadow Realm, Volume 7 by Hiromu Arakawa. She is most famous for her earlier series, Full Metal Alchemist. Ancient demons awaken to fight a new battle in an age-old war. All Yuru wants is to live a normal life with his family, but the world has other plans for him. At the warehouse district, right and left continue to duel even while Gonzo and his entourage make quick work of Hayato Shingo's goons. Back at the Kagomori Manor, a traitor falls into a deadly trap set by Jin and Gabby. Elsewhere in the city, Asa follows a familiar distress signal, only to come face to face with her imposter again. So, Demons of the Shadow Realm is about two twin siblings, Yuru and Asa. They were born and raised in a village that has been cut off from the rest of Japan. And they still live in a world that is very reminiscent of early modern Japan. And their contact with the outside world is through couriers who can they live in mainstream Japan but can also pass off as villagers. And so Yuru and Asa were born at a propitious moment, and that gives them the ability to wield superpowers. Yuru was allowed to roam free, while Asa was imprisoned. However, one day, a band of mercenaries attack the village, led by a woman who looks suspiciously like Asa. And it's revealed that this is the real Asa. Yuru leaves the village with a man who works as a courier for the village, as well as the two demons left and right who act as his protectors. I have been really enjoying this series so far. Next up is Volume 25 of Jujutsu Kaisen by Gege Akutami. In a world where cursed spirits feed on unsuspecting humans, fragments of the legendary and feared demon Ryomen Sukuna have been lost and scattered about. Should any demon consume Sukuna's body parts, the power they gain could destroy the world as we know it. Fortunately, there exists a mysterious school of Jujutsu sorcerers who exist to protect the precarious existence of the living from the supernatural. In order to assume complete control over Fushiguro's body, Sukuna schemes to kill Sumiki, whose flesh Yorozu has possessed. Meanwhile, Itadori and the others attempt to use the power of Kurusu and the Angel, who have barely escaped death, to bring back Satoru Gojo. Sukuna is the strongest sorcerer in history, and Gojo is the strongest sorcerer of the present day. These two heavy hitters will finally clash. So, that tells you all you need to know. So, Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the popular series that came out in the last 5 to 10 years, and recently, last year, wrapped up its run. So there are now only 3 or 4 volumes left. I'm still unsure if it's 28 or 29 volumes. I know volume 28 is scheduled to be published about November, I think. I don't know about 29. I need to look into that. But really looking forward to Jujutsu Kaisen 25. Next up is Dark Gathering, Volume 12 by Kenichi Kondo. After a dangerous encounter with a malevolent spirit, Kaitaro Gintoga wants nothing to do with the supernatural. Unfortunately for this reluctant ghost magnet, he's stuck helping Yayoi Hozuki, a strange young girl who's intent on capturing Japan's most terrifying ghosts and ghouls. With the spirit of F. Park defeated, only one haunted site remains to be conquered before Yayoi, Aiko, and Kaitaro are ready to face off against Ai's divine groom. But first, Yayoi must find a way to undo the F. Park spirit's soul-stealing curse. Will the arrival of a mysterious occult item dealer give her the answer she needs? Really looking forward to it. I got into this series, so I checked out the first volume about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and didn't quite know what to make of it. And then I reread it late last year and really clicked with it. And I started ordering the rest of the series to where I got caught up with it, and I'm now actively collecting the series as volumes come out. Which is rather annoying because the next volume, 13, comes out in May, and I was sure it wasn't because this is a monthly series, so it should have been a bit further along than that. So I have to update my order with Book People, because I already did my May pre-order with Book People. And next up is, and finally, the last book is The Summer Hikaru Died, Volume 5 by Mokumokuren. Hikaru's unexpectedly violent encounter with the mysterious hamster-toting Tanaka only worsens his already weakened condition. Without knowing Tanaka's intentions, the boys must act quickly to uncover the mountain's secrets. Investigating the Indu family's sin will be difficult now that Hikaru's dad has passed. But they may be able to get some answers out of his closest friend if Yoshiki's father is willing to talk. Really looking forward to that. So I just recently discovered The Summer Hikaru Died a few months ago when I saw an advertisement for the forthcoming anime adaptation on Netflix. It got me interested, and I picked up the first few volumes, which was a story in itself. I initially wanted to buy the volumes that were out through PALS, the great bookstore in Portland, Oregon. But as happenstance would have it, the first and third volumes were not available, so I ultimately ordered those from Book People, while the second and fourth volumes came from PALS. I think that's how it happened. Anyway, so happy to have this as well, and I will be back at the beginning of May for the April pre-orders. But first, I need to go and log these books into my catalog and go ahead and pre-order Dark Gathering 13 from Book People, and then send an email at some point to let them know to bundle this order with the previous pre-orders, which is going to be quite a lot. Anyway, that's all I have for now, BookTube. So until I see you next time, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.